See, but it's different players. Like that's like if you play in a fighting game, you press XX on one person, they do something, but another person do different. In daylight, that does. You press like that does. Like that's what they're expecting from daylight. The
I'm like I'm
surf,
like
they surf,
I'm like Eddie Gordo on Tekken. You know, how you could just press any button, like you could just press all the
and he
buttons, and
just
the nigga
start
just
doing that. He just
smack.
start he just start get the rolling. He start get to do all on his hands and his feet and all that shit. Facts.
Word.
I
Yeah, I
think
think
that's
that
what the
like
Nah,
second
real
but
fast
time.
but but
battles.
my thing is this, right? Like, and I feel what you're saying, but you know, I think, and this goes back to narratives, right? Like we have this narrative that, oh, you're only good as your last battle, or you know, yada yada yada, boom boom boom, or you know, but people fail to realize, like you know, you can go to past battles, me and Question Cody, me or whatever, like, or me and Chilla Jones, like it ain't like I can't, you know, don't ever think I can't be a gunline nigga or I can't be a haymaker nigga. Like don't
Right,
ever think I can't do that.
right,
And
right. You
I
I
also
just
think that I
I,
think that he's also smart enough and talented enough that when battling me, he knows that back line is gonna have to hit a lot. That punch
what?
line is gonna have to hit.
Yeah, well, Daylight knows when he writes for big bars. Like you could tell by his delivery when he expects the bar to hit, and when he expects the bar to get the little subtle reaction. Like I don't know if y'all like I call myself the battle rap
Yeah.
scientist. I've been studying
I
this shit.
watch him. I
So if
watch him.
Daylight does aim for haymaker, like Daylight has spoken about when he battled Rock, he's spoken about what he was supposed to do on the big stage, and he's supposed to say move smack and move smack. That joint would have rocked the building. So if he comes with that mentality in the stage setting, it's going to be very scary for Surf. So then the question is going to be if y'all both have haymakers, it's going to be which one has a higher quality punch, and that's where I think it's questionable because Surf is getting better and better. Which I ain't gonna lie, I didn't expect this to happen. He could even show a new level we haven't even seen yet. You know what I'm saying? So this battle is gonna be very interesting, bro. I'm wondering. I'm wondering which day we gonna get. I think what surf we gonna get. Uh,
That's where I be feeling like it start to separate at. Once you start having a like, even if we want to talk like anybody that want to say, oh, we just start getting a good surf, clearly don't know battle rap. When we want to talk percentage wise, like we just talking about, you take a nigga whole cluster of his battles, bro. I might really be shooting like 75, 80%. Like, and I'm not even talking about his wins. I'm talking about showing up and showing off. So
well,
you know what I
well,
mean.
look, surf. I mean, look. I
So
mean,
I don't know if daylight for you to have to say we don't know which daylight we gonna get. He's down a
I mean,
point
the
because
only
you
the
know
only
what
bad
surf gonna
surf
pull
I've
up.
But
seen,
see,
the
but
only
see, in
bad
that
surf
in,
I've
in
seen
that
was the
that
two before his last three,
that in that
and those
surf
was
surf.
good
Hold on, hold
surfs
on.
too.
Hold on, sir. That you helping paint a narrative right now by saying you don't know what daylight is going to show up
Nah, because I told him
every
like I would
time.
leave
No,
you
but
have to
I
I
say
we
would
this.
leave
No,
never
you
do
look.
with
though.
those daylight.
No, but no, y'all do know. Every time I battle somebody that matters, I create something new.
True, true, true.
But the new
I
is
only do,
unfamiliar though. You feel
I
me?
only do I only do random shit on
Random
niggas
niggas.
that don't matter. Random niggas. That's a fact. Like
That's
But
you
cool.
know,
I could
but Day,
agree
like
with
you've
that.
like
spoken
like
about this before. You say you never come to the battle the same way. That's what we're
no,
saying.
I don't. But what I do is y'all like once again we painting this narrative. Like there's been numerous times that I've done what I've done with Rock via the time it happened. Like when I battled Charlie Clips, I created a new style
Yeah, the MK joint. Yeah.
to keep it
Didn't
going.
you
Like
freestyle against B Dot? Didn't you
yeah,
freestyle in his
I'm
battle
saying,
against
but
him?
no, don't bring B Dot name in this at all because when I battled B Dot, nobody on earth knew who he was.
Yeah, that
Don't
was like the $500 day.
don't we not gonna do that.
That's
You didn't
hilarious.
even know. Nobody even knew who B Dot was. Somebody asked me to battle B Dot in my backyard. I had house shoes on. I went and did it. It was 10 minutes away from my house.
But
We're
is
not gonna
that B
do that.
Dot's fault? Why can't he
No,
have
it's
that
not. It's
win?
not. It's not. No, he can have that win. I say it all the time. I tell niggas all the time. That's one of the battles that I wish that I actually would have said. I wish I'd have
But you
did
only wish
research
that.
on.
But the funny part though, with the trick to that though is you only wish that because of where he's at now. If he never makes it to where he is now, you don't give a fuck about that shit. So in
That's fact.
reality, you handle it like you did at the time, bro. If I'm pulling around if I'm Sue Surf currently, like Sue Surf of battle rap, and they're like, yo, yeah, you about to battle somebody around the corner, did it like that, and he's a no name, I'ma treat it like that. Just because he grow up next year, 5 years
That's
later to
fact.
be Jason Tatum, now I'm gonna say I wish I would have kicked the little nigga ass when he was a fucking nobody. So it's not that you don't respect them. It's just that you handled it how you handled it in the time of what it was.
Yeah, but see, all right,
That's
so
simple.
in regards to this,
That's in
right?
the
Like
sense of
with
how
this,
Chess did Jack Boy just now.
now it's another thing too. Like, you know, the culture has this wild narrative, and I blame Surf for this because you started this narrative.
Like a culture.
Uh,
I started something like
you
the whole
started something, the whole culture. If it ain't URL, it don't count. You started that.
for sure. Yeah, that's
You
my.
for sure
I got to
started
dig
that.
back to like really make that like that was a strong
No,
move. Like
Surf. Look,
my
I'm gonna
army
tell you
moved
something.
strong
I'm gonna tell you something, and it's something you might not know. You know, you gave birth to like not give a fuck daylight. You know that, right?
Did I?
I'm gonna pinpoint the time you did it, and this is before any antic. This is before any of those things. It was when you were arguing with Reed Dollars on the phone. I don't know who radio show y'all was on, and you told Reed Dollars you don't give a fuck what he did. How many views do he got?
Right.
At
Right.
that moment, at that exact moment, my brain said, it's not about skills, it's about view.
It's a video
And then
game.
I went on this epic, I didn't give a fuck to get the views up there. So
And and
you actually
and then you
gave me a
flick
good
and then you
favor.
flick that switch right on, and it don't matter how you took your role to get where you get. You flip that switch right on. It like, oh shit, he could rap.
But Pete, no, this is the method to my madness. I stayed off of URL purposely so that I could fuck around.
Right.
And then when everybody was pretty much in their like LeBron year, you know, everybody old heads now. Y'all got about 10 more battles and y'all done.
I
I'm
might got
still
four.
a I'm still a rookie.
Dead ass. You could battle everybody. You could do this
That's
with everybody.
genius.
Yeah.
I'm in the URL ninth grade and I'm 36.
Facts. No, that's facts. That's a full fact.
I'm playing junior varsity and I got grown man muscles.
Not
Nah,
junior
nah,
varsity.
that's facts. The dead ass. That's facts. That's how I always felt about setting these battles. Like I could literally just stop tomorrow and just come back 3 years later and still got 5, 6 grudges left, 7 grudges. Like I mean, like that shit, all that shit, the viewership, all that shit matter, bro. That shit bargaining chips. That shit weight. That shit pull. That's why these niggas can't pick and choose. That's why these niggas gotta say yeah when I say it's time to go. Who the fuck
All right,
don't?
so what is the grudge? What's all the grudge matches that's left?
For me?
Not just in general, like
Oh,
culturally.
okay. You got. Well, I just start off with me. You got Mook and Core left. I mean, surfing. You got surfing Mook. You got surfing Core. If we just going off whether I take it or not, don't matter. Surfing Mook, surfing Core, surfing Math. Those surfing goods. Those four guaranteed all around the culture grudges. Uh, you still got Mook and Briz, which is probably like
Light,
the number one in the culture.
light
You
And
got
nitty,
like
Jazz and
you got Light and
light
Lux.
nitty.
You got Jazz and Misfit. Nah, we talking about Light and Nitty, not a grudge. That's just something that all fans, both sides want to see because they both can rap. We talking about grudge like
Facts.
brewing between them two, Jazz and Misfit. I said the Mook and Briz. You know what I mean? It's not a million. Like it's not a deal. The culture had we having 50, 60 events a year. Like it's not many grudges
Yeah,
like a
storylines aren't
Lux.
really building up like they used to.
Yeah, and then
I,
again, you know
what
your
do
favorite
you think?
battle.
Do you think like all right? What could we do to build these storylines, or is that just a thing of the past? Like, are we just
It's
running
low
on
key.
our
It's not
last tank of
necessarily.
gas?
It's not
Have a
necessarily a.
slap box match. Have a
It's
slap
not a
box
low
match every
key.
night then.
It's not a thing of the past. What it is because the battles happen in such succession. It's like it's only 30 days. You can't really build a grudge in 30 days, and then like a lot of the battlers, they don't have the long mind span of like how like you far sighted and near sighted. Like they don't see far enough to say, okay, I could start cooking this with him. Like me and you cooking a battle, and I'm booked for something else. I probably battle 2, 3 more motherfuckers before I see you, but they want to see it. You gotta multitask. You feel me? Like a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to like they watching certain shit brew. Like when JC battle, I still throw my jabs. Then they'll talk about that shit for a day, and then go back to whatever my business is. You feel me? You gotta make a stand on somebody's shit. You know what I mean? So.
Yo, Buck, what's your question, bro?
Or should I make it hard to live with a 22? First thing first, I just want to say, Surf is cocaine paradise, my nigga. You've been the GOAT.
Do you know
how much I make in a day? Yeah, I still tap into that shit to this day. But what do you think is real? When is the date? What month we looking at for Light and Surf? May, June, April. What is looking like?
It's summer to me. Summer closer to the end of the year type shit. Anything after the summer is no earlier than June. It's no earlier than June at all. Nigga got to tape. I got a battle. I got a battle or two. I got to knock out. I got a tape. I got a guaranteed knockout, and I got to get ready for this alien. Like that's like I won't act like he's not a bulk of work. I mean, he's a bulk of work. No battle that I've prepared for yet have I. There's not a battle that I did already that I walked in with enough material that I had me comfortable with battling daylyt. None of the shit you seen, like none of that shit is like enough for me.
Now live for me, when I seen Light versus Rock, I said, gentleman's 30 for Light, gentlemen.
Okay.
But on the playback, I gave it a 2-1 for Light. I want to see how y'all feel about that. Like, what y'all calling that?
He lost the Rock.
But we know what's at stake and shake anyway. I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all.
Hey, sir, you seen that firsthand in person, though. You was over there doing prayer hands in real life, nigga. Stop lying.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't. This something I'm not gonna like. I want, I ain't no fake nigga. I want to act like this ain't just something to do. It's definitely just something to do. I mean, it's very hard to like, especially when you know you got like other shit lurking out there. Like I know Goods lurking, I know daylyt lurking. Like that means I know Mook lurking, shit like that. So I'm, I've been pinning for a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you look at your contract. Like my contract is, I'm not, I'm not a one contract. I got, you know what I mean? So it's a multiple, you know what I mean, type shit. So I already see past, like, it's hard to like take yourself out that mode. Like, like this is just another fight, especially with it being Cortez. And I know I got other full blown fights. Like, you know how hard that is. Like, people don't understand the technicals of battle rap. I could come up with something so crazy and be like, it's almost like sometimes I'll be writing for a feature and shit. The line be so hard. I'm like, oh, let me tuck that. I got an album coming up. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be getting ready. You could be getting ready for core. And it's like, you got Light. You got this one. You got like shit, not even, that ain't even, that's too much for Cortez. Let me put that to the side so it get tough. Like,
so what you want, a Big Mac like a fast food day?
Yeah, get up a Vixen.
Type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like that. Like, yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, I tried to get on. I hit Beasley about the Kings versus Queen shit, and we was talking about something, but we couldn't figure out what would make sense.